Hello, you should know who I am. This is the compilation of all the mistakes made by students for the past 3 years in O. So hopefully after watching this video, you remember all these mistakes and don't repeat the same mistake again in your O. Okay, the first one, the position of state symbol in chemical and ionic equations. Okay, make sure you do not write the state symbol underneath the chemical symbols. Okay, for example like this, so all this will be marked wrong. Okay, this is the correct versions. Okay, whenever the question asks you for observation, make sure your answer is something that can be seen. Obviously carbon dioxide cannot be seen, so carbon dioxide gas is released, such observation is definitely wrong. So instead of saying carbon dioxide gas is released, you should say effervescent is seen or bubbles of gas is seen. Incorrect chemical symbol and charge. I think a lot of you are quite used to tin. The chemical symbol is Ti. Ti is actually not the chemical symbol for tin, it is for titanium. So for tin is Sn. Sn basically stands for stannum, which is the Latin name for tin. And then remember the charges as well. For silver, as what happened during the prelim, a lot of you wrote Ag2+, the silver ion, which is not. I repeat, Ag, the charge is plus, not 2+. Make sure you don't write this 2+ during your O. Okay, copper 2 is not a metal, it is an ion. So for example, if let's say there is a question asks you what is electrical wire made of, you don't write copper 2. Copper 2 means Cu2+. It is not a metal, it is an ion. Okay, so this should be quite easy. Okay, the next one is hydrogen can be made by reacting a solid with dilute hydrochloric acid. Name a solid. Okay, obviously sodium does give out hydrogen gas when react with dilute hydrochloric acid, but it is not appropriate. Okay, because it is the reaction is going to be too vigorous, so you have to choose less reactive metals like magnesium, zinc, etc. Okay, so you have to make sure that not only you have to make sure that theoretically your answer is correct, you also have to make sure that whether or not it is appropriate. Potassium phosphate. Okay, so this is quite different from sulfate. Okay, whereby the pH you change it to F, right? But for phosphate still remain as pH. Okay, so if you change all the pH to F like this or like this, it is wrong. So potassium phosphate, the correct spelling is still like this. Okay, do not change the pH to F for phosphate. And the phosphate ion, make sure you remember the formula of the phosphate ion, which is PO3 -4. Okay, and the chemical formula for potassium phosphate would be K3PO4. Okay, why can a salt solution conduct electricity? 2 marks question. So if your answer is like this, salt is an ionic compound. When dissolved in water, the electrons are free to move to carry charges and hence conduct electricity. A lot of students like to write like this. Remember, there are no free electrons when the ionic compound dissolved in water. There are only ions. So instead of this, the answer should be the same. Instead of electrons, it should be ions. Alright. The next question, explain why ionic bonding is present in substance B. So for this question, substance B, why ionic bonding is present? Because ionic compound conduct electricity in molten state. Now it is wrong because, okay, let's continue in the next video.